Boker Tov. You know, if you study Torah every week, then you know that the Torah has an incredible, uncanny, supernatural, fantastic way of having great timing. It always seems that there's something relevant in the Torah portion of the week. In fact, it's just an amazing Bible overall. No matter what generation, what time in history, uh, old, young, poor, rich, male, female, whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever you are, the Torah reads like a book for you. It's personal in ways that are just profound. It's one of the ways I know that it's just a godly book, a holy book. Now, why do I say this morning? Because we know that we're just about to begin this ground offensive in Gaza, which many suspect is going to turn into a greater war, a larger war in the north, and possibly even with Iran. Heaven forbid, but maybe it's time. In any event, the Torah portion that we have this week is Lech Lecha. It's Genesis 12. I think it goes from 12:1 to 17 something. So why is that so perfect timing? Well, this has got a few major elements in our family album, but here's a few of them. One, this is Lech Lecha. This is go forth. This is God telling Abram to go to a land that I will show you. So this is a foretelling and essentially the covenant that God is going to make with Israel, with Abraham, and ultimately with Jacob, to the promised land. And in Lech Lecha, Abraham is told to go. Now there's going to be a famine. He's going to end up having to go make a detour for just a few 400 years, but it's a clear commitment by God to bring him to this land and the Jews to this land. And in addition, pardon me, it's cold out here. And in addition, we have the covenant of the parts. So this is when God makes the covenant with Abraham. The animals are split apart, and they go in between. God goes in between. Abraham is sort of knocked out for this period of time. He's sort of unconscious, but he there's clearly a covenant, an unconditional covenant made with his ancestors that there'll be many. He promises a great nation and a multitude, a great nation of people and a land. Okay, and this is where God promises us the land. And so this is when we get our deed to the land of Israel. And how more perfect a timing is it than right as we're about to affirm our ownership against essentially this area would have been where kind of the headquarters of the Philistines, Israel's great historical enemy here, biblical enemy. And of course, we know that the land was renamed by a Roman emperor who hated the Jews after the Roman wars and wanted to wipe out our name and changed it to Syria Palestina. He named Jerusalem Capitolina or something to that effect. So they've always been trying to wipe us out. This is another chapter in a long history of that. But how perfect is it that we're being reminded that this is our land right as we're facing what may be the greatest battle we've ever seen in the last, I don't know, Yom Kippur War would probably have been, we were on the verge of destruction then, and that's 50 plus years ago. So in a half a century, this is clearly the worst battle that we've faced. So I think it's really, thank God for reminding us of our covenant.